Hello. I think we're live now. Uh, hey, everybody. This is just an idea I got earlier today. Hopefully, Jake is going to be joining us here in a little bit. Uh, had a Jaws watch along a few weeks ago. That went well. And I wanted to do another one, but my damn TV is through a rod. Now, here's the situation. I can't watch anything. I can't watch any input devices on the TV. Inputs doesn't work. I can't pull it up, so I can't watch my Blu-ray player. I got DirecTV, which I'm just about to cancel. By the way, it was $130 a month. I'm about to cancel DirecTV, but I can't pull up DirecTV, so I've just been watching streaming stuff. I can pull up all the streaming stuff, the Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus, and downloaded stuff. Apps. I can pull all them up, but I can't watch anything I can't watch any input devices that are inputted into the TV. So I can't watch my Blu-ray player. Because I was thinking about doing Sling Blade. And I think last night, Jake said he might be playing poker. And I think that's what he was doing, playing poker. Well, if he comes on. Hopefully he'll come on soon, and I'll ask him if he was playing poker. But thoughts anyway. And what was it? Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before. More damn storms, fucking storms here in Texas. Just crazy ass storms. And it was late, at night, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And we were hit hard with these storms. And it knocked electricity out. So not only is it 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night, but electricity's out. And these, 3 or 4 inches, lake flooded again. It's just been the craziest season for Texas. Crazy. Just 15, 20 inches of rain in 2 or 3 weeks' time, just ungodly. And we got a chance of rain every single day for the next 10 days. Now, tomorrow's like 30% chance. They say most of the day will probably be dry. There's a little chance we might get some showers late in the evening. But from Monday through next Saturday, the next 10 days anyway, there's at least a 40 to 30% chance, 20% chance of rain. Every single day is a chance of rain. Every day next week. Oh man. And like I said, I've had 2 trees fall on my property. Just fell from the roots down because the ground just being so saturated and soft that the trees that were leaning, just fell. Wait, hang on. Hang on here. I got it pulled up. Anyway, crazy weather here in Texas. Absolutely insane. So anyway, instead of doing Sling Blade, I thought we'll do Evil Dead 2 because it's on the Amazon channel. And I've got it. I haven't got it quite queued up here yet, but I've got it on the movie. But I'm waiting for Jake because I really don't want to do this by myself. I will if I have to, but I would much rather do this with somebody. So I'm hanging in there, and hopefully Jake's going to be joining us here pretty soon. At least Jake. I've sent it to a few other people. Anybody that might be watching this, do we have anybody watching? I see 5 people. Speak up if you're here. Speak up. Let me know you're here. If anybody wants to join me in the Evil Dead 2 watch along, let me know, and I'll put the link in the chat here where you can come on with me. And Jake, yeah, and Jake too if he comes. But you can join me. Let me know, and I'll put the link up there. Put the link in the chat. But what else? Hot. The heat index in Texas has been 100 degrees or higher, where it's not 100 degrees as the normal temperature. It's been like in the mid 80s, low 90s, but that what they call the heat index, 100 degrees or more. And Texas summers, we're usually in Texas summer, we're usually 100 degrees or more every day for like 3 months straight. This, June, July, August, 100 degrees every single day, with very, very few exceptions. And it's not unusual at all to have days that are like 110 degrees or higher. Yeah. And I'm one of the few people that kind of like the heat. Uh, I spend most of my time outdoors, doing like exercises or walking. I'm very active, and I don't like to be cooped up in the house. So I spend most of my time outdoors. And I see someone's here. And I believe that we got Jake here. Hang on, let me add him here. Hey, Jake.
Hey, Jay. How's
Hey.
it going?
Going good, sir. Uh, yeah, like I say, we finally got a day where it's not an ungodly amount of rain and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And yeah, we got a little break. So, uh, but yeah, it's just been crazy the rain and here in Texas, and like I say, every single day, the coming 10 days, we have at least 30-40% chance of rain every single day. Uh, yeah. Uh, and I was just saying that we're also entering Texas summer, where pretty soon it will be 100 degrees or higher every day for like 3 months straight. So, uh, and what's the temperature there where you're at?
Um, let, let me see. It is
What's that? I didn't hear you, sir.
it is 65 out
Oh my
right now.
God, 65. Oh man, that's luxury. Yeah. But
Okay.
as I say, I'm one of the very few people that kind of like the heat. Uh, I spend most of my time outdoors during the day unless it's pouring down rain or something. Uh, I'm outside most of the day. I get exercises and stuff. I'm very active, and I don't know. Uh, I prefer the heat much more than the cold. Uh, I can't stand being cold, but I don't mind so much being hot. So, uh, but are you going to be watching on Amazon yourself?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I got it. I haven't got it quite queued up here yet, but I've got it on the movie. We got someone speaking up here. Hey, there's Kathy. Hey, Jay and Jay and Jay. Yeah, Kathy. Kathy's not able to pull up the Amazon channel on her TV for some reason, so she won't be joining us. I think it's just going to be me and you, Jake, unless someone else joins us. uh, uh,
yeah, come on. And
I'm watching Evil Dead 2. Uh, and let me go ahead and get it queued up here, and I'll tell you where this is queued up, Jake.
okay, Jay, sounds good.
Go ahead and turn it on, and we'll get synced up here.
I'm pretty synced up myself, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean. And I think you
Well, I see. Let's see, planets going by, and okay, so Lionsgate. When you see Lionsgate, the whole word Lionsgate, when you see that on the screen, that's where I'm pausing.
Oh, okay, now I see.
Yeah, when you see Lionsgate and it's got a light behind it, kind of glowing light behind it. And that's why I'm paused. Lionsgate. And let me know when you're synced up there.
I am synced up.
Okay. Got Lionsgate, you got a little glowing light behind it.
Yeah, and the cloud. To
No, I don't see a cloud. I just see Lionsgate and I see a glowing light behind it.
okay.
Yeah. That about where you're at?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's see. And Blair's here. Hey, Blair.
Hey, Blair.
Hey, Blair. Okay. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get started here with a 3, 2, 1 and press play. So go ahead and get ready. 3, 2, 1, press play. Okay. And we get Rosebud. Got a rose blooming here. When did you first see this? I saw this in the theater, Jake, and I'll tell that story. But when did you first see this?
I would say 2003. I was 15, so in high school. Jay.
Well, then we've got the Book of the Dead coming up here, and well, I'll tell the story in a minute. But what I think is interesting about how Sam Raimi did the sequels, this one and Army of Darkness, is he kind of rebooted the stories. They're not direct sequels. He kind of retold the story in slightly different way. Well, particularly in Army of Darkness, but in this one, it's a similar story as the first one, but he sort of reboots it, sort of retells the story of the original Evil Dead at the beginning here. And tells it in a slightly different way. And I think that's interesting, how he did that.
Very interesting.
But anyway, here's Ashley and his girlfriend. And in the original movie, there's several of them going to this cabin. But at the beginning of Evil Dead 2, it's this Ash and his girlfriend. Going to the cabin. So, like I say, he's kind of rebooting the story of the original Evil Dead. He's retelling it in a similar fashion, but he's telling it in a different way. I think that's interesting, taking that approach.
I think you're right. It is absolutely very interesting.
Yeah. And of course, when we get to Army of Darkness, he really reboots. Ooh. But anyway, here's Ash and his girlfriend. They're in this cabin here. We've been introduced to the Necronomicon, the Book of the Dead at the beginning. We get a little story about what that is. The Book of the Dead. Oh, and I'll tell my story about seeing this. I had seen the original Evil Dead with my friend Barry on VHS tape. This is back when you rented VHS, rented videotapes, and rented it from the local video store, W&W Family Rental in Mahia. And me and him watched Evil Dead and just absolutely loved it. I mean, me being interested this is way before I tried to do anything like make a movie or make a short film or something like that. But just watching the style that Sam Raimi directed, the camera placements, the way he staged action scenes and uh, horror movie scenes and such was really inventive. His visual style was very inventive. Of course, that point of view shot of the, the 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 evil force or whatever going through the woods, uh, just really invented visually. So we loved Evil Dead, and we were in Waco, Texas, and it was a weekend, probably a Saturday, and we wanted to see a movie, and we're looking through the newspaper, and we see Evil Dead 2 showing. So, we got to see that. And we sat in the front row of that theater and just I had the time of my life in a theater watching this movie. And it took a much more comedic approach than the first movie. More slapstick, almost like Three Stooges sort of elements to it in places. More comedic. Of course, Bruce Campbell certainly just steals the scenery and much more comedic performance. And the whole groovy business and all that,
Absolutely, he hams it up. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. But anyway, I had probably one of the best times I've ever had in a movie theater watching this movie. Him and me just loved it. It's one of the few movies that when the credits rolled, I wanted to see it again, just right away. But anyway, we see Ash's girlfriend is possessed by a deadite spirit, and he's just lopped her head off with a shovel. And he's placing the body, and he's going to bury the body. He's got this necklace. I love shots like that. Putting the cross in there in the ground.
Very sweet.
And here we go. Here's the point of view shot of the spirit traveling through the woods. It's going to go through the cabin there. Going down the hallway. Crash through the door. And then it's going to collide with Ash. I love that. I love that shot. And we're going to see that Ash is possessed by this deadite spirit. But the sun's coming up, and I guess that's going to drive the spirit away. Like I say, Bruce Campbell has a ball with this character. But what you been up to, Jake? Did you play poker yesterday?
No, I did not. I'm sorry about yesterday. I should have gone back with you. early, but I didn't.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Well,
Man.
like I say, my TV's been messing up, but I can't pull inputs into the TV. They're supposed to be sending me a new TV. I got a warranty on it, so they're supposed to be sending me a TCL 55-inch smart TV. So I was supposed to be getting a new TV. This TV's just a couple of years old. Uh, but anyway, I wanted to do something. I said, well, they got Evil Dead 2 on Amazon channel. That's one of my favorites.
I think I almost like it more than the first one, but they're both great though. You know.
You know, I don't know if I like this one better. I kind of like them equally. Um,
Cool.
the first one is a much more horror movie. It's much more of a horror film than this. This one is a horror movie, definitely, but it has a more comedic slant to it. Um, uh, it's almost a black comedy. This. Um, the first one, I love the first one because it was so inventive. And like I say, Sam Raimi's direction, the camera work, he was doing something unique and innovative at the time uh, in the first movie. But this movie, I just, like I say, me and my friend, when we saw this, we were just in love with it because took a more comedic slant. Uh, that there's slapstick moments in it that are just so funny, and we were laughing so loud I thought we was going to get kicked out of the theater. The whole bit with the plates against the head and the hand coming alive and all that, which we'll see later. But, yeah. And Ash cannot leave. The bridge has been destroyed. Gotta get a grip on myself here. Sam Raimi is a great visual director.
Also, that car shows up in every one of his movies.
And it's in Ash versus Evil Dead. He's hung on to that exact same car all these years in that Ash versus Evil Dead series. It's in that. And I guess it's in Darkman. It's in Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2. I guess all the Spider-Man movies. I guess it's in there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that car gets a cameo. And do you know what the make and model of the car is?
Yeah, I do not.
Do you not know that?
I know I read it, but I haven't committed it to memory yet.
Let's see here. Let me do a quick Google search here. All right. It is a 1974 Oldsmobile.
1974 Oldsmobile.
And do you know was it like Sam Raimi's car? Or was it his dad's car or something? Or was it a family car?
That was his car, but
You think when they're making Evil Dead with such a low budget that he was just getting a car that he had available from the family or whatever.
Oh.
But yep, that Cars, like you say, it's in every movie that Raimi directed. Gets a cameo. So this lady here has got pages from the Book of the Dead, and she's heading towards the cabin. And it was her father that had found the Necronomicon. Is that supposed to be his voice on that tape recorder from the
Yeah,
original?
I believe so.
Yeah. So poor Ash is stuck in the cabin now, and things aren't going the way he likes. Let's see here. See, we got 4 people here. Like I say, if you're here, speak up. Let us know you're here. And this piano is playing by itself. I just love Bruce Campbell's performance in this movie. His facial expressions and just everything are just. He's weeping over his dead girlfriend. But his dead girlfriend's about to come back. Great stop motion uh, effects here. Get her head back on her body there. Doing this dance.
Yeah, it's like a stripper mixed with a ballerina or something.
Yeah. The only thing is, you wouldn't think her body would be that decayed. She
Yeah,
wasn't, she wasn't dead very long, was she?
no,
It's still a cool effect. And then here she comes, dance with me.
oh for sure, it's very cool. head just fell off.
And him screaming. I love that. I love his performance in this where he's in that chair. He's, ah!
He
Hello, my
is Bruce Campbell is an absolute hoot in this movie. He's just like
Well,
you said,
yeah.
having a ball.
And this movie is the one that kind of cemented Ash as a character. You know, of course, he's in Evil Dead, but this is the movie that kind of defines Ash as Ash.
Oh,
You know, uh,
for sure.
it defines the character as he would be perceived in all the other movies, and Ash versus Evil Dead and all that. Uh, this defined him as a character. This movie, you know.
It totally.
He's got his girlfriend's head on his hand there. Sam Raimi was a huge Three Stooges fan, and you definitely can see some Three Stooges in this movie. Even now, we have your darling Linda's soul. She suffers in torment. You're going down.
Oh, sorry.
Here comes the body with the chainsaw.
Oh, so gnarly.
Can you imagine how much fake blood was used in this movie? Literal gallons of it. Here's it, him with the chainsaw. It's going to become an iconic thing with Ash, is that chainsaw. Well, I don't know if it's the same chainsaw, but
Oh, God. Still, it's so, like you said, iconic. It's badass.
yeah, like I say, this is the movie that kind of defined him as a character, as Ash. The way that he would talk, his demeanor, the way he presented himself, and of course he hasn't lost his hand yet and been replaced with the chainsaw, but that's going to be just very iconic for the character. But what do you prefer, Jake? Do you prefer this kind of horror movie mixed with comedy, or do you prefer the more comic book style of Army of Darkness?
I like both, but the horror comedy style.
I think I do too. I really do like Army of Darkness, but that is almost a comic book movie. Uh, much, much more comedic. It's really a comedy, Army of Darkness.
It's like you found me beautiful once, honey. You got real ugly or something, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's loading the shotgun here. He's that chair. Did you see all of the series, the Ash versus Evil Dead?
Not yet. I still have season 3 to watch.
I need to rewatch it. I saw all of them, but I need to rewatch it.
That is such a fun series. It's like
Yeah.
fantastic.
It really captured the mood of particularly Evil Dead 2 and to an extent Army of Darkness, but really captures the mood. Now, that's his brother, isn't it?
Yeah,
The facing, isn't that his brother?
we sure I read that somewhere.
I could be wrong about that, but I was thinking that I'd heard that was Bruce Campbell's brother that stood in, for that shot.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure about that. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong there. And let's see here. Okay, Blair's there, and Kathy and Blair are saying hello to each other. Hey guys. Those double takes he does, I just love his performance. But now here's his hands about to go. Now his hand is getting possessed by the Deadite spirit. And this, like I say, me and my friend Barry were just screaming with laughter when this was going on. I thought we were going to get thrown out of the theater. That's just a great performance.
It is.
Give me back my hand.
In my humble opinion, I love Bruce Campbell, but I also love Jake, played by Danny Hicks.
Yeah. Yeah, him. And then what is the character called that the girl that becomes the dead girl that comes back? But anyway, Ted Raimi plays her, plays the resurrected. So it's Sam Raimi's brother Ted.
Oh, he did.
Sir?
Ted Raimi. Ted. Oh, never mind.
Well, it doesn't in that that resurrected woman, that deadite woman. Didn't Ted Raimi do that?
I'm gonna have to look that up.
But yeah, I like him too.
Oh, for sure. I met him. Very cool guy.
Oh yeah. Wait, was it convention?
Yeah.
You get his autograph?
Yes.
Smash. Here we go. This is very Three Stooges here. Smashing the plates on his head. Yeah, Henrietta.
Um,
That's who Ted Grimby plays. Henrietta,
cool.
the resurrected Henrietta. Now here's hand. His hand is going to drag him over there to get to that meat cleaver. And he stabs the hand. Uh huh. That's right. Who's laughing now? Then he's going to get that chainsaw, get it started up. Who's laughing now? Oh, I love that. So he's cut the hand off. Yeah, they're making him carry everything.
Yeah, poor Jake. Man, that's not.
Covering that hand up. I wonder, is there anything left of that cabin?
I don't think so. No.
And of course, the book. What's the book, Jake?
The book.
Yeah. What's the name of the book?
Oh, the Necronomicon Ex Mortis or something like that.
Well, no, I mean the book that he puts on top of the hand.
Oh, God.
A Farewell to Arms.
Oh, geez. I didn't even see that.
It's a visual joke. Farewell to Arms.
Okay.
So now he's missing a hand, but he's going to get himself something rigged up here pretty soon. It's going to become very iconic for this character. There's that hand skittering around. Ah, got caught in the mousetrap. Gotcha, didn't I, little sucker? And then quite a bit of blood's about to come through that hole. Like I say, there's gallons of that stuff.
Damn.
I'll blow you much the kingdom come. See if we don't. There's that deer head laughing at him.
Damn.
Everything's laughing at him. The books, and then he's going to join in on the laughter. Uh, you said you first saw this when you were what, 15?
Yeah.
How did you see it?
Um. Uh. Friend told me about it, and then I went to the our local vi- vi- movie store, video store, the Video Spectrum is what it was called, and uh, and I picked up the VHS.
Oh,
I miss VHS somewhere, and VCRs.
well, they've come to the cabin and they've knocked Ashley out there. So she's thinking that Ash has killed her folks. Of course, he hasn't. They're going to throw him in the cellar, and that's the worst place to be, is that cellar.
Poor Ash.
That's where Henrietta is. You know, they're playing the tape of her father. He's talking about Henrietta. He had to kill her, and she's in the cellar there. He couldn't bring himself to dismember her corpse, but he dragged her down the steps and buried her in the cellar. And that's where Ash is. Here she comes. And like I say, that's Ted Raimi. That's Sam Raimi's brother playing Henrietta. Someone's in my fruit salad. Someone with a fresh soul. I'll swallow your soul. There goes that eyeball flying into her mouth. Uh, you ever see Henrietta there? She originally looked there singing the Mockingbird song. Don't get fooled now. I was born September 12th, 1965. We are the things that were and shall be again. Spirits of the book, we want what is yours, life. Dead by Dawn. That's the subtitle of this movie. Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn. Biting at a hunk of her hair. Hacking him up.
Oh, that green slime is
Yeah.
so cool.
And like I say, I love a lot of the shots in this movie, just the inventiveness with the camera work. That's something that Sam Raimi really shines, is visually.
He is a hell of a director.
Yeah, yeah. What was that last movie he made? That Marvel movie? What was that? Doctor Strange?
I haven't seen it, to be honest.
I saw it and I thought it was good. Now, I don't really like those comic book movies, but I had to see it because Sam Raimi directed it. And he really is able to put a lot of his style into it. So I think you should see it.
Okay.
The Multiverse of Madness, or what, I don't know what it's called. It's a Doctor Strange movie. But I really did enjoy it. You should check it out.
Cool.
He was able to get his visual style in there. You can definitely see a lot of Sam Raimi in the movie. Oh. And of course, unfortunately, we can't play the sound here for copyright reasons, but great sound. This movie has great sound. If you've got a nice sound system, this would really be something to show it off. I don't have anything like that, but what have you done here recently, Jake? As far you did you do your interview, and who was that? The last one you interviewed?
Oh yeah, I interviewed actor Stuart Pankin from Arachnophobia, um, and oh geez, Fatal Attraction,
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
yeah, and whatnot, and
And when are you going to have that available for people to watch?
I'm Tuesday.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm anxious to see that. That turned out good.
Yeah, yeah, I think it did. He's a funny guy.
But yeah, you folks need to go out there and join Jake's channel, Jake the Horror Movie Geek, because he's got some real cool interviews with celebrities, horror movie actors. Like I say, that voiceover actor was really really cool. And we see the spirit of her father that's saying the salvation lies in the pages of the book, the Necronomicon. Yeah, see, you're holding my hands too tight. I'm not holding your hand. There's Ash's hand. There she's running to the woods there, and this tree's gonna come alive, and she's being wrapped up in branches and roots, vines.
Damn.
Dragging her through the woods there. And they're getting out the pages of the Necronomicon there. We got to go out and find her. And now Ash says if she went out in those woods, forget about her. You know what she just said about, and looking in and reading these pages about it spoke about a hero from the sky. I wonder if that's supposed to be a tip off to Army of Darkness. Uh,
That makes sense, actually.
yeah.
Uh,
That's
uh,
something I just now noticed. I don't think I've seen this movie 50 times, and I've just now noticed that. She's speaking about this hero from the sky. And of course, I just wonder if that was kind of like a little precursor for Army of Darkness. You know, if he already had the movie planned out,
yeah.
or the idea for it. And what is it? 3000 AD or something like that, which was kind of like the time period that Army of Darkness took place in.
Oh, don't.
Well, he's making them go out there in the woods because he wants to find his girlfriend. Ooh. You have any plans for Memorial Day, Jake?
Um, I'm not sure, Jay. How about you?
No, I'm here by myself, so
Okay.
not unless my neighbors have any plans. I haven't heard from them. Bobby Joe. When when did you meet him?
Oh, Jake, the guy who played Jake.
Yeah.
Well, sent him a message on Facebook, and he sent me three uh, uh three pics from in shooter.
Oh, okay.
But actually, I talked to Bruce Campbell for a second. I said hi. How's it going, Mr. Campbell? And he said, "Hi, sir. I'm doing good," or something like that. So
Huh. You at least got to talk to him.
exactly. So yeah,
You got to meet him. You can say you met him.
yes, and he's a super nice guy.
Yeah, I've met some people that have talked to him, got his autograph and stuff, and they always said he was really cool. I never have seen him in person, but
But I hope I get the chance to meet him again. Next time I'm having ticket for a picture and an autograph. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what, and I forget what the convention was. It was a couple of months ago. You know, talking to those Dead Pit guys from deadpit.com. Uh, they went to the convention and they met. Was it? It was Sam Raimi, Ted Raimi, and I think isn't there a third brother, Raimi brother?
Yeah.
But all three of them were there. Uh, so you get group pictures with them. You know. Pull this damn thing out of me. There's noise out, boy.
Oh, good.
Heard like a shotgun going off or something outside. Of course, this is Texas, so you're going to hear a lot of shotguns. Well, look at the blood flying. Here's Ash possessed again. Get that necklace. Yeah, he's back. He's back to himself again. He's she comes with the axe. No, wait. I'm all right now. Thing is gone. Uh, Head down to the cellar and carve ourselves a witch. There's Henrietta cackling and laughing. Okay, we're he's rigging him up something here that's going to be a symbol for Ash here. And we're going to get an iconic line here too. Got the chainsaw on his arm there now. Got his shotgun. Got it sawed off. And he says his line. Groovy. That's going to be an iconic line for Ash. Tree coming alive there. I don't know if they've already shown it. They probably already have. And I forget what shot you see it, but in some of the cellar shots, you can see Freddy's glove up at the top.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember it's in Ash versus Evil Dead also. Sometimes when he goes out in the cellar, you can see that glove, Freddy's glove. But I don't know in which particular shot you see it. You have to look for it.
Oh, I see.
to get the pages from the Necronomicon out of there. Here comes Henrietta. Nosferatus alo minyankanda. She's trying to read the incantations from the book there. Try to drive the evil away. There's Henrietta flying above her there, and he's got her in his clutches. Here comes Ash. Some of my favorite shots coming here. Let's go. I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul. She's singing that Hush Little Baby song, distracting Henrietta's snakehead there. Sewing arms off, it saws the head off. Here's a great line coming up. Hey, I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul. Swallow this. I tell you a great Sam Raimi movie, and that I watch it probably once a year, and that's a Simple Plan.
I've seen that a few times. I like it.
Yeah, I really like that movie. I really like Billy Bob Thornton in that.
Oh, he's a great actor too.
Yeah, yeah. She's telling her she has to read the second passage. Things are really going haywire here, and she has to start reciting the second passage there to drive it away. Hair's turning gray. He got a gray streak down his head now. She's reading the words. There's Ash's hand as drove that dagger into her back. In her dying words here, read the final words. Nosferatus Amanon. It's opening up the portal there. Gazari. Here goes the car. Driving that chainsaw into that monster head there. There goes the car and the tree. There goes the creature. You did it, kid. Look, that vortex or whatever it's called there is sucking everything into it. And it's about to suck Ashley into it. He's trying to hold on, but here he goes. How do you stop it? There he goes into the vortex there. Oh. He's flying through the vortex. Here comes the car first. And him crashing to the ground. And we get what will become the precursor to Army of Darkness. We see some soldiers here, like from the Knights of the Round Table years. Men dressed in armor. Here comes a flying creature. That Ash is going to dispatch with his shotgun. Blows its head off. Now they think he's a god now. He's saved them from this creature. He's fallen from the sky. Hail, who has come from the skies to deliver us from the terrors of the Deadites. All hail, hail, hail. And he's like, no, no, no. He didn't want to go through all this shit again. No. They're all worshiping Ash, but he doesn't want that at all. He's screaming, "No!" And that's the end.
Great movie.
Just a lot of fun. Like I say, more comical, more, I guess you would say, kind of comic bookish. Not as much as Army of Darkness, but more more of a black comedy than the original Evil Dead.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of fun. And of course, a classic. For any horror film, Evil Dead, all the Evil Dead films are classics. But for me, particularly Evil Dead 2, because like I said, I actually saw it in the theater when it come out with my friend Barry, who passed away a couple of years ago. He was more like a brother to me. And to see this movie in the theater was just one of the best experiences I ever had in a theater, watching this movie with him. So much fun. But I'm looking down here, and they also, anyone that wants to check out the movie, it's on Amazon, and so is, pardon me, so is Army of Darkness. It's also on Amazon. So, but yeah, this was a fun time. And but we'll hang out a little bit longer, if you don't mind, Jake.
No.
What's on your mind?
Well, there is a fun fan theory that Jason is a Deadite because the Necronomicon shows up in Jason Goes to Hell. So it's just a theory, but it's still fun.
Well, what is it? Is it part 6 when he basically is resurrected as a zombie?
Yes.
So maybe in part 6 he becomes a Deadite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he's actually, becomes a literal, undead Jason. Part 6. So I could believe that he was a Deadite from part 6 on.
Okay. Yeah. Good point.
But I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen Freddy versus Jason, but I don't remember the Necronomicon being in that.
Oh no, Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh, Jason Goes to Hell. Okay, Jason Goes to Hell. Oh, okay. Trying to think what else. Other movies by Sam Raimi.
Drag Me to Hell.
Drag Me to Hell, yeah, and that's another one I need to revisit. It's been a while since I've seen Drag Me to Hell.
It's a fun movie, I think. It's not.
Yeah, and kind of getting back into horror. After you'd done the Spider-Man movies, to be sort of returning back to horror again would Drag Me to Hell. And Dark Man, of course. That's another one that's a lot of fun, Dark Man. And he has a lot of fun with visuals with that movie. But let's see. And Crime Wave. Do you remember Crime Wave? I believe the Coen brothers helped him with that. Helped him write it or produce it. But I know Bruce Campbell's in that. I forget who all's in Crime Wave, but I remember that. Of course, Darkness, Army of Darkness, Darkman. And The Quick and the Dead. Yeah, that's been another one. I love that movie, Quick and the
Great
Dead.
movie.
Yeah, Quick and the Dead. The Gift. That's another really good one. This a woman has like psychic powers and helps like solve a murder or something in The Gift.
Yeah, Katie Holmes, right?
Katie Holmes, yeah. Of course, the Spider-Man films, Drag Me to Hell. I don't know if I ever saw the Oz, the Great and the Powerful.
It was different. I kind of liked it, but it wasn't bad. It was.
Yeah. And then the last one he's done so far is the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. It's the sequel to the Doctor Strange movie, and I did see it. And like I say, I really did enjoy it because he was able to put his style into it. You can watch it and you can see Sam Raimi's style in the movie. So I definitely would suggest looking that up and seeing and watching that. Even if you like me, I just don't really care much for those Marvel movies. Right. But I did like that one because Sam Raimi directed it. So, but yeah. But yeah, like I say, go and join Jake's channel, Jake the Horror Movie Geek. He's got some cool interviews he's done. He's got another one coming up, you say Tuesday. And check out what he's done. He's done some really entertaining, some very entertaining interviews. Like I say, still my favorite is that the voiceover actor. He was really cool.
Oh yeah.
And actually did some voices for you and stuff. He was really cool. Oh. It's something to, grow up watching stuff as a kid and things like that, and to actually be able to sit down and actually talk to people that were in these movies or in these TV shows that you grew up with, it's so cool.
Exactly. It's like, who would have thought we'd be doing stuff like this, or meeting people at conventions, just like, whoa.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what you've been doing is so cool because you're actually reaching out and talking to these people, in person. And you just, I guess, on to Facebook or whatever, you just reach out to them and meet them that way and get these interviews. Because it's something I don't see done a lot these days. You're doing something that I don't see done very often.
Thank you.
Reaching out and actually getting, interviews with these people. And it's very cool, So yeah, you guys need to go out there and join Jake's channel, Jake the Horror Movie Geek, and check out what he's done. So it's really cool stuff. On my end, I'm just kind of at a standstill. I got my new camera. I paid like close to $1,000 for a new camera, new lenses, all these attachments. I hadn't even taken it out of the box yet, this new camera, and tried it out. And I have a new movie script, but I haven't been able to get folks to read it yet because I'm looking for actors. And I need to really get on the ball and put it out into some more places, put a casting call out into some more places, because this will be my fourth movie, The List. And it deals with a more of a serious subject, a child abuse and stuff, which you don't see in the movie, but you have characters that have dealt with this issue in the movie. But I really like the script. A few people I've sent it to have read it and said they enjoy it, and I'm enthusiastic about it if I can find the actors. But that's the main thing, is to find the actors. I've been really lucky with the past three films. Particularly the last two films that She Made a Monster and Crystal, and finding actors. And I'm going to stay with it. Like I say, I think I've got a good script here, and I'm going to stay with it. And got it, new camera that shoots in 4K, and anxious to get into that. But And there's Super Hayes Batman, Super Batman nerds here.
Hey,
Yeah. You at work, Batman? Batman works for McDonald's. Yeah. Super Batman nerd. And I'm hoping to get him involved in some of the things we do here. I need to find out what days he would be available because he works at McDonald's. He said he wasn't available tonight because he's working, but and yeah, he's at work. He's checking us out at work, and but yeah, because he's really cool. I've done a couple of watch alongs with him in other streams, and I've talked to him before in some other things. And he's a real cool guy.
oh, cool.
And yeah, he's the one that sent me those cool Jaws things. Like it goes in well, I'm showing them off. His little Jaws head, the orca boat with Jaws on the back of it. That go into like an aquarium.
Oh, yeah.
I've got them on my shelf. And he sent me Jaws boxer briefs and a Jaws T-shirt. It says, "Smile, you son of a bitch," or yeah. So yeah, very cool. He knows that's my favorite movie. Mostly Sundays and Mondays. I guess he means those are the days he would be available.
Okay.
Although this is Sunday and he's working tonight, so. So if you mean those are the days you're mostly available, Batman, because you're I guess you're working now and it's Sunday, but that's what he says here, mostly Sundays and Mondays. But yeah, definitely want to get him involved in some of the stuff that we do because he's very cool, and always has some good things to say about movies. He really has done his research, and of course he's seen a lot of horror movies and stuff. He's a big fan of horror films, and he'd be really cool to have during some of our streams.
Cool.
And tomorrow is Memorial Day, and like I say, me personally, I don't have any plans. Just hoping we don't get any bad, terrible storms anytime soon because there's a chance of rain every single day for the coming 10 days. But we have had more than our share of just really horrendous storms and flooding rain. And the Lake Mejia is flooded again from this last storm we had a few nights ago. Electricity went off for 3 hours. And of course, that's the worst time is at night, electricity off. And Batman says, "Yes, Jay, I just went in tonight for extra hours." Okay. All right. So Batman's getting him some extra money tonight. But he's usually Sundays and Mondays would be his usual nights off. So we will plan around that. I'm not sure what our next subject will be for our usual Being Real show. I'll talk to Kathy about that. Jake, if you have any ideas, let me know.
Okay.
On what a good subject would be that we can cover, whether it be about movies, directors, music, books, whatever. Like I say, I'm open for any kind of subject, but I'm not sure what the next show will be about. But I'd like to do it soon, and of course, keep an eye on the weather. I don't want to do it on a night when it's storming, but. So hopefully it's not going to be doing that in the next few nights, but definitely we'll do something soon. So any ideas anyone has, please send it my way on a subject matter. Like I say, we often talk about movies, directors. We did a show and tell, a few days ago where we kind of just showed off our cool shit. We had a vinyl show and tell where we showed the vinyl. Me and Jake showed vinyl that we had. I've got a lot more of that. Jake probably has too. But yeah, we'll do something soon. And like I say, keep me posted on any ideas you guys might have on what kind of subject we could talk about. Open for pretty much anything. And And as usual, if you're watching this, if you would please give us a thumbs up, that helps us get seen, helps people find the show. So I sure appreciate that, giving us a thumbs up. And if you know someone that you think might be interested in being real and what we're doing, you can spread the word. Looking to get more people joining the channel and seeing what we're up to. And but I guess I'll kind of wind this up. And for our Evil Dead 2 watch along, this was fun. Thank you, Jake. Sure appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Jake.
Yeah. And like I say, go and join Jake's channel, Jake the Horror Movie Geek, and check out what he's been doing. He's doing some really cool stuff. And I guess I'll see you guys soon. I'll talk to you, Jake, soon. And this was fun, and we'll do this again soon. And happy Memorial Day, everybody. And same to you, Jake. And I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you. Peace out.
Good night. Yeah, peace out.